Picture this. You wake up in the morning, head to the kitchen, and there, right on the floor, waiting for you, is a surprise. A small, lifeless mouse or bird. Your furry hunter sits nearby, looking up at you proudly. Your first thought is, "Oh, gross." And the second, "Oh, he loves me so much he's sharing his catch." But is that really the case? What if I told you that this gift isn't what it seems at all? The truth about feline instincts might just shock you. To truly understand your pet's motivations, we need to delve into their wild past. Even the laziest, most pampered house cat remains a predator at heart. Thousands of years of evolution have honed their hunting skills to perfection, and domestication hasn't erased this ancient programming. To them, your cozy sofa is merely a convenient observation post, and your apartment, it's their hunting ground. First, let's establish a foundational truth. Look at your cat. Yes, that adorable fluffy creature purring so sweetly on your lap. Now, consider this undeniable fact. Your cat is a perfectly engineered predator, and for your cat, hunting isn't a cruel game or a way to deliberately startle you. It's a basic, primal instinct, hardwired into every cell of its DNA. Imagine a program you can't uninstall. It runs automatically, constantly operating in the background. For a cat, hunting is precisely that kind of program. It's as natural and essential to them as the need to sleep, eat, or groom themselves. Everything about a cat is designed for this purpose. Razor-sharp claws, incredibly sensitive whiskers that detect the slightest air currents, and ears that can rotate a full 180 degrees to pinpoint even the faintest rustle. And here's the most crucial point to grasp. A full bowl of the most expensive cat food does not negate this instinct. The sensation of hunger and the drive to hunt are two entirely separate triggers. Hunting isn't just a means to acquire food. It's a complex ritual that provides profound satisfaction for your cat. The stalking, the chase, the pounce, all of it stimulates their brain and body, provides an essential outlet for energy, and affirms their very feline essence. Now get ready for this, because the next idea might completely change how you view your pet. Ready? Your cat doesn't see you as its owner. Just forget that word. In her world, in her frame of reference, that concept simply doesn't exist. To her, you're not the boss, the commander, or the owner. So, who are you? In her eyes, you're just a very large, strange, and, let's be honest, incredibly clumsy cat, but you are one of her own. You're part of her social group, her pride, her family. Cats form incredibly strong social bonds. They sleep together for warmth and security. They groom each other to strengthen those bonds. They play, mimicking hunting behaviors. And you are a full-fledged participant in all these rituals. To her, you're a giant, but not very clever relative. And like any family member, you have your own role. She observes you carefully, evaluating your abilities. And, from her predator's perspective, our survival skills, well, let's just say they raise some serious concerns for her. So now that we've explored how your cat truly sees you, let's debunk the biggest, and perhaps most comforting, myth of all, the one about a freshly caught mouse being a gift, a token of boundless love and gratitude for the warm home and delicious food you provide. We desperately want to believe it. It's a touching, if admittedly gruesome gesture. But let's be honest, cats don't operate on human logic. They don't buy flowers or chocolates. Their world is far more pragmatic, governed by the raw instincts of survival. So, when your cat brings you prey, it's rarely a gift in the human sense. It's something far more complex, deeper, and frankly, much more fascinating. It's not just a gesture, it's an entire message, encoded in the language of ancient instincts. To truly decipher it, we need to look at the world through the eyes of a predator who cares for its pack. So what does this present really mean? Brace yourselves. The first theory might just shake your self-esteem. So, the first and most popular theory among animal psychologists suggests that your cat is teaching you. Yes, exactly. She's not just bringing you a present, she's giving you a lesson. She looks at you, big, kind, but utterly helpless when it comes to finding your own food, and her maternal, or perhaps better described as mentorship, instinct kicks into high gear. In her eyes, you're a pack member completely incapable of feeding yourself. You might be good at opening those crinkly bags of kibble, but what would you do if that food source suddenly vanished? Exactly. From a cat's perspective, you'd simply starve. That's why she takes your education into her own paws. She sees you as her giant, clumsy kitten who urgently needs to learn the basics of survival. This isn't an insult, on the contrary, it's the highest form of affection. She's genuinely concerned for your future. She doesn't want her strange, bipedal companion to ever go hungry. So she initiates the very same training program she would use for her own offspring. And this comprehensive learning process unfolds in very clear and sequential stages. Let's imagine how this plays out in the wild. A mother cat gives birth to her kittens. While they're still tiny and blind, she nurses them with her milk. But as time goes on, it's time for them to transition to solid food. What does she do then? She goes hunting and brings back dead prey, a mouse or a small bird, to the nest. The kittens, first cautiously, then with growing curiosity, begin to sniff this new object. They familiarise themselves with the smell and sight of their future food. They poke at it with their paws, try to lick it. This is the first, safest lesson. See, my little ones, this is what food looks like. Remember this. This exact stage is what you're experiencing when you find a perfectly dead mouse with no signs of a struggle on your doormat. Your cat, your personal survival instructor, is starting your training from the absolute basics. She's essentially saying, "Look, human, this is food. Not from a bag, but the real thing. Please take a good look, smell it. Maybe you'll even try to eat it. I'm so worried about you, you poor thing." This is a demonstration, the first lesson in the school of a young hunter, where you are the sole and, alas, not the most gifted student. Host. All right, first lesson down. You've had your first taste of what real food is. What's next? Mama cat, seeing her kittens are now comfortable with dead prey, moves them to the next level of difficulty. This time, she brings back prey that's still alive, but significantly weakened. It might be a mouse that can still squeak and twitch a little, but is too weak to escape or fight back. The purpose? To give the kittens a chance to practice delivering the final fatal bite. Think of it as a training exercise on a specialised simulator. It's a controlled environment. The prey offers little resistance, but the kittens are actively learning to engage. They're mastering strength control, precision in their movements, and overcoming their innate fear of a living creature. This is a critical, foundational step that prepares them for actual hunting. Without this crucial practice, they simply wouldn't survive in the wild. And this second lesson is meant, you guessed it, for you again. Your cat is upping the ante because she believes in your potential. Now picture this. You're walking down the hallway, and suddenly you see your cat playing with a barely alive mouse. Then she nudges it right towards you. She looks at you expectantly. Sound familiar? Congratulations! You've just leveled up in your cat's training program. Your feline overlord has decided you're ready for some hands-on experience. What's a gruesome, cringe-worthy moment for you is a crucial final exam for her. It's as if she's saying, "All right, you've mastered the theory. Now show me what you've got. Look, I've almost finished it off. There's just a tiny bit left. Go on, finish the job. I believe in you. Don't be scared, it won't bite. Come on, be brave." She's waiting for decisive action from you, that very kill bite she would teach her own kittens. And when you scream and run away, or gingerly sweep the mouse aside with a broom, she experiences profound disappointment. In her world, you've just flunked a vital survival exam. She put in so much effort, brought you the perfect training dummy, and you simply failed to live up to her expectations. But don't worry, like any good teacher, she'll definitely try to give you this lesson again. However, the teaching theory isn't the only explanation. There's another, equally logical and intriguing theory that actually complements the first, rather than contradicting it. Imagine yourself in a cat's paws. You've just achieved a remarkable feat. You tracked down, chased, and finally caught your prey. It was an intense moment requiring every ounce of your agility and concentration. What would you do next? Naturally, you take your trophy to the safest place you know, to eat it undisturbed. And for a domestic cat, what's the absolute safest spot? That's right, your home. For your cat, your home is far more than just a place with a food bowl. It's her den, her fortress, her dominion. It's the centre of her world. This is where she feels utterly secure. Therefore, bringing her prey here is an entirely natural and logical behaviour. She's simply dragging her meal home, to where she can enjoy it without interruption. And you, as a cherished member of her family, simply happen to be present in this safest of places, within her territory. And so she brings her prey right into the heart of her world, to your feet in the kitchen, or onto the living room rug. She's not necessarily planning to share it with you. More likely, she's simply brought her meal to a spot where she can eat in peace, without the fear of it being snatched away. After all, beyond the safety of these walls, there might be bigger, stronger predators, dogs, other cats, even foxes. But here in her den, she's truly queen of her domain. Sometimes she might even begin to eat her catch right in front of you. Don't be quick to feel slighted that she hasn't shared her gift with you. On the contrary, this is a profound sign of trust. She eats in your presence because she sees you as a safe member of her pack, someone who poses no threat and won't try to claim her rightful trophy. To her, you're not a competitor for food, but a family member, someone she can relax around and enjoy her meal in peace. So, when your cat eats a mouse at your feet, she's essentially saying, I trust you. I feel safe with you here. Now let's delve into yet another fascinating aspect of this complex feline behaviour. Sometimes the prey your cat brings isn't about teaching you to hunt, nor is it simply a safe place for a meal. Often it's a profound act of self-affirmation, a proud display of their status within your pack or family. In the animal kingdom, success is meant to be showcased. A skilled hunter is a valuable and respected member of the group. By presenting you with their catch, your cat is, in essence, making a grand declaration. Look, everyone, see how adept, quick and successful I am. I can provide food. I am crucial for the survival and well-being of this family. It's quite similar to how humans bring home a paycheck or boast about a triumphant project at work. It's a fundamental way to elevate one's social standing in the eyes of others. Your cat genuinely wants you to acknowledge and appreciate their significant contribution to the collective welfare. They crave your recognition and respect. They're almost waiting for that effusive reaction from you. Wow, Whiskers, you are absolutely magnificent. What an incredible provider you are. We'd surely be lost without you. And let's be honest, more often than not, they get precisely that reaction, even if it's expressed in a slightly different, perhaps less theatrical way. Just think about it. When your cat brings you that, perhaps a slightly gruesome trophy, what's your immediate reaction? You instantly drop everything and give her your full attention. You might yelp, you might start talking to her, even if you're scolding her. You might busy yourself trying to clean up the gift. To your cat, all of this sends a clear message. It signals that she's been noticed, that her action has caused a big reaction, and attention from the most important member of her pride, that's you, is an enormous reward. It's a form of feline showboating. She's not just bringing you prey, she's presenting the fruits of her labour, her personal triumph, and she's looking for praise. Even if you scold her, she might interpret it as an emotional response, a validation of her importance. She's achieved her goal. She's the centre of attention. So this ritual also becomes a form of communication, a way for her to say, hey, look at me, I'm here and I've done something important. Praise me, pet me, spend time with me. And it works like a charm. But at this point, many of you might be asking a fair question. Okay, we understand this behaviour from outdoor or barn cats. But what about my pampered house cat, who's only ever seen a mouse in cartoons? Why does he, with that same proud look, bring me his toys, crumpled balls of paper, or even my own socks? The answer is surprisingly simple. To your cat, there's absolutely no difference. That ancient hunting instinct hasn't vanished. It's merely adapted to life indoors. In your pet's mind, a toy mouse, a crinkly ball, or even a soft sock is very real prey. He isn't just playing with them in our human understanding. He's actively hunting them. The entire process, from patiently stalking from around a corner to the swift pounce, the playful killing bite, and the triumphant delivery, is a full and serious imitation of a real hunting ritual. Your home is his jungle, and those scattered toys are the game he's determined to hunt down. Let's trace the entire process. Imagine your cat for hours in a silent ambush, eyes locked on that toy ball under the sofa. He's waiting for the perfect moment. Then, a lightning-fast pounce. The toy is snatched, gripped tightly by teeth and claws. He bats it around, tosses it, wrestles with it. It's all an imitation of killing prey. And what happens next? Exactly. Instinct tells him to bring his trophy to the safest place, his den, which of course is you. When he places his prized toy mouse on your pillow or in your slipper, he's performing the exact same action as his wild ancestors would after catching real prey. He might be starting your survival training course, bringing food back to a safe spot, or simply showing off his hunting prowess. For him, this isn't just a game. It's the fulfillment of a deeply ingrained instinctive program. So, this toy ritual deserves the same respect and understanding as if he'd brought home actual prey. And this brings us to a crucial, practical point. Your reaction to this kind of gift, be it a real mouse or just a toy, is incredibly important. It can either strengthen your bond with your pet or seriously damage it. The first and most common mistake is to start yelling, getting angry, stamping your feet, or punishing your cat. Understand, she simply won't get it. Not in the slightest. In her world, in her system of values, she just did something incredibly right and useful. She hunted food for her group. She looked after you, her somewhat helpless companion. She brought food to the shared safe den. She followed every instruction dictated by millennia of instinct. And in return, she's met with your aggression and displeasure. To her, it's utter absurdity. It's like being fired from your job for bringing the company record profits. Your negative reaction will only cause your cat intense stress, confusion, and fear. Picture their logic. Okay, I brought a little grey mouse. The big human is unhappy for some reason. They're yelling and waving their arms. Maybe this catch was too small and unimpressive for them. They expect more from me. They must think I'm a terrible hunter for bringing such a paltry offering. What conclusion does your cat draw? Exactly. Next time they'll need to try harder. They might also decide the problem was that the prey was already dead. Perhaps the big human wanted to practice catching it themselves, they'll think. And next time they'll bring you a mouse, still alive. Or they'll decide that size matters, and instead of a mouse, they'll haul something much bigger into the house, like a rat or a large thrush. Scolding your cat doesn't stop them from hunting. You're only making them doubt the quality of their work and motivating them to bring an even more impressive trophy next time, one they're sure will really wow you, and you're unlikely to enjoy that. So how do you react appropriately to avoid upsetting your cat while also dealing with those less than pleasant gifts? The golden rule is simple. Stay calm. Just calm. No need for yelling, fuss, or panic. If your cat brings you prey, avoid any dramatic reactions. The ideal scenario, pretend you haven't noticed the gift at all, but make sure you do notice your cat. The best approach is to calmly, without any fuss or commentary, remove the trophy. But do it so your cat doesn't see you. Distract them with something else. Toss their favourite toy into another room, or call them to the kitchen for their absolute favourite treat. While they're occupied, you can quickly and discreetly dispose of their prey. This way, you avoid creating a negative association with the very act of bringing their catch into the house, which is crucial. You're simply removing the result without criticising the process itself. But after the crime scene is tidied up, that's when the most crucial step comes into play. Always praise your little hunter, but don't praise them for what they caught. Instead, shower them with affection, just for being the wonderful cat they are. Approach them, give them gentle strokes, and speak softly and lovingly in a calm, soothing voice. Grab their favourite feather wand or teaser toy and engage them in play for a few minutes. This lets them know how much you love and value them. By doing this, you achieve two important goals simultaneously. First, you avoid punishing your cat for simply acting on their natural hunting instincts, which is key to maintaining their trust. Second, you successfully redirect their attention and build a new positive mental connection. When I come to my human, I get cuddles, playtime, and a tasty reward. Gradually, the emphasis will shift from the trophy itself to the rewarding experience of interacting with you. They'll learn that they don't need to catch anything to receive your love and attention. Simply coming to you is all it takes. And for our final tip to help minimize those unwanted presents, make sure your hunter gets enough stimulation indoors. Often cats will start hunting actively outdoors out of sheer boredom. Their natural hunting instincts simply have no outlet within the confines of your home. So, play with your cat daily for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Use toys that mimic prey. Feather wands, laser pointers, crinkly balls. Create a real hunt experience for them at home. Encourage them to run, jump, stalk, and pounce on their toy. This helps them release pent-up energy and fulfill their instincts in a way that's safe and acceptable for you. A tired and content cat is often the best couch hunter, not an outdoor one. Give them the chance to be a predator through play, and they'll have far fewer reasons to prove it with actual prey. So what's really behind this often unsettling habit? What's the shocking truth I promise to reveal? The truth is, it's far more than just a gift or a training session. It's the ultimate expression of feline trust. Your cat truly sees you as family. She views you as a large, awkward, and utterly hopeless hunter, but an incredibly vital and cherished member of her pride. When she brings you her catch, she isn't merely sharing food. She's caring for you, just as she would her own kitten. She's attempting to teach you to hunt, to feed you, and to ensure your survival in this harsh world where, in her eyes, you are utterly helpless. This isn't human love expressed with greeting cards and flowers. This is the raw, primal love of a predator who has truly claimed you as their own. To receive such a gift is arguably the greatest compliment you can ever get in the feline world. It's a clear sign that you are an integral part of her life, her family, her very heart. So the next time you discover another surprise on your doormat, try not to immediately recoil in horror. Instead, remember that for your little predator, this is an act of incredible care and profound trust. Your cat doesn't just love you, he has adopted you into his world. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you understand your furry friend a little better, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating insights into the animal kingdom. And now, a question for all of you. What's the strangest or most unexpected gift your cat has ever brought you? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd absolutely love to read them.